They warned me at the petrol station. The old man behind the counter looked at my map and shook his head slowly. Trollstigen at night? Nah, you wait until morning. I told him I had a meeting in Alesund. He shrugged and handed me my receipt. Then he said something I will never forget. The mountain does not care about your meetings. If you drive that pass after dark, whatever you see, whatever you hear, you do not stop. You understand? Never. My name is Erik. I am an engineer from Copenhagen. I do not believe in superstition. I believe in physics, in logic, in the simple mechanics of cause and effect. That night, I learned the mountains have their own physics.
Past 2 in the morning. Fog so thick my headlights just bounced back at me like hitting a white wall. No phone signal. The GPS kept glitching, showing 60 kilometers to Alesund, then 120, then 0. I cursed and slapped the dashboard. That is when I saw the car. An old Volvo, maybe from the 70s, parked right at the cliff edge. Hood open, smoke rising into the frozen air. And beside it, a man in a long wool coat, waving slowly. Every instinct told me to keep driving, but the temperature out there was -15. Leaving him meant leaving him to die. I pulled over, cracked the window. "You need help?" His voice came out dry, like ice cracking. "Just a ride to Alesund. My family's waiting." I unlocked the door.
He sat in the back, said nothing. The moment the door closed, the temperature inside dropped so hard I could see my breath curling white. I cranked the heat to maximum. It made no difference. I tried conversation. "Where are you from? How long have you been stranded?" Nothing. Just silence thick enough to choke on. After 30 minutes, I passed a sign, Alesund, 40 kilometers. I drove another 10 minutes. Another sign, Alesund, 70 kilometers. I was going backwards. Sweat ran down my neck despite the cold. I spoke louder. "Do you know this road? I think something is wrong." Silence. I looked in the rear-view mirror. The seat was empty.
I slammed the brakes. The car skidded, nearly hit the guardrail. I twisted around completely. No one. The door had never opened. The seatbelt hung untouched. Then the radio turned on by itself. Static first, then a voice. Old, formal, a news broadcast speaking Norwegian with an accent from decades past. "We bring you a tragic report from Trollstigen Pass. A family vehicle has fallen into the valley. The father, who was traveling to meet his newborn child, did not survive." The broadcast was dated 1971. The fog thinned ahead. I saw lights, golden, warm, beautiful. Alesund, thank God. I floored the accelerator. But as I got closer, the lights flickered. They were not electric. They were flames. Torches, lining streets filled with ash and shadow.
I looked at the passenger seat. He was sitting beside me now. His collar had fallen. There was no face underneath, just bone wrapped in frost-burned skin, eye sockets glowing faint blue like winter twilight. He smiled, if bone can smile. "I told you, my family is waiting. We have arrived." Behind me, the road vanished into white nothing. Ahead, iron gates swung open to a town that had no place in any map I knew. I understood then. I never made it past the first curve. My car left the road the moment I stopped for him. The next afternoon, a helicopter spotted wreckage in a ravine no one checks. My rental car, crushed flat, engine cold, seatbelt fastened, driver seat empty. The radio still worked. It whispered one phrase over and over in a voice that sounded almost like mine. "We have arrived. We have arrived. We have arrived." They closed the case, filed me as missing, but the truckers who drive troll stitching on moonless nights, They swear they see us now. 2 men standing at the curve, one in an old wool coat, one in a modern jacket. We wave at every car that slows. We smile with empty eyes, and we wait.